Yeah, I was on duty.
It's on duty.
Yeah, and it's been a wet weekend, right?
Yeah, a lot of rain.
Yeah, we had problem with power supply as well. It was flickering, and it took ECG 3 days to fix it. No problem. Thanks to them. Now they have finally fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah, and that reminds me of a communication somebody shared on social media about a power trip in his home.
Yes.
One home.
Yeah.
One. And he haven't called his service providers. And the response is that he should check into any nearby hotel. It shouldn't be more than $100 per night. And that, yes, and that they were going to send somebody over
To have it sorted.
To have it sorted. And then after, to send them receipt of
For the bill.
the bill.
They'll sort it out. They'll reimburse.
That's
Boy.
yeah. That's in fact,
Where was this?
those. I think that's in the U.S.
Okay.
Chris Vincent shared it,
I see.
and these are the people that we came to escort. You get it?
Yibijao.
Like, Yibijao.
See, Yusuf, your fundamentals for your city crowd on the seat. Check it out.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I said them on the
Hey,
but the rains came with its own headache. So
Yeah.
yesterday, along the Document stretch,
Yeah.
Charlie, a tree virtually landed on a car.
Wow.
You know, and it wasn't just. I think it was about two. Thankfully, I had closed church and I had moved out to the area before it happened.
Wow.
You know, but it's serious. The videos we've seen,
Yeah.
quite scary.
Yeah, I think the parks and gardens people, that's their work.
Yeah.
You know, before the rain set in, they are supposed to ensure that when you go to the areas with avenue plants, as we put it, so from the Kotoka International Airport
Yeah.
to 37 Military Hospital, you ensure that the branches are trimmed one way or the other. The integrity of the trees are secured.
Yes.
Usually that happens. So I don't know why this time, because it's become one too many. There was one at the airport,
Yeah.
and then there was another one, and then here you're talking about the Akuman.
Yes, but you see, there's a conversation too now we need to have about how we have virtually concretized every part of the city,
Yeah.
such that even the roots don't find space to breathe.
I
Water
get you.
does not seep through.
Yeah.
And so when these strong winds come, hits it.
They cave in, yeah.
You know, that's the problem.
I get you. I get
That's the
you.
problem as well.
But once again, that's still the job of the parks and
Oh,
gardens.
yes, no doubt about it.
Yes. So if they are not resourced, let's get them resources, and they should attend to these things. It's good that we need to have greenery, but it must not be killing us. No.
All right, weekend of action, eh?
yeah.
Britain's Got Talent,
Oh, yeah.
Afronita and
Yeah.
Abigail
Yeah.
turning up as second runners up.
Yeah. So then third, they
Yes,
placed
that's
third.
third, yes.
Okay. I think that's expected. To be honest with you, and please don't come for me.
They would.
Yesterday's performance was way below par. If you
Compared
compare
to the
it
rest.
to the semi-finals, I watched it myself and I said, nah.
Could have been much better.
The action was less. The drama was too much. You get it? It's the action that gets you and
Yeah.
gets everybody to, yeah. So it's okay. At least they marketed Ghana. Kudos to them for
but
that.
they did well.
They did well.
well,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, they
did
marketed
well.
Ghana. Did well for themselves. Their names are actually ingrained on the minds of many people, especially the young girl,
Abigail.
who is a person living with disability.
Yes.
And for her to be able to go this level,
Yeah.
Charlie, kudos to her and everybody who supported.
And all the
Everybody.
enablers, yes.
Everybody.
Congrats,
everybody.
congrats. And I like how the country virtually united in
Oh, yeah.
supporting her,
Yeah.
even with the voting and
Yes,
everything.
everything.
Kudos to everyone for the love and support.
Definitely.
At least when the Ghana flag is hoisted,
Yeah.
doesn't matter how you are standing.
Oh yeah.
The support is big.
It is supposed to be.
It's always the case.
Country first.
Yeah.
Country first.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
here
it.
in Ghana,
Uh-huh.
Bim,
Yeah.
Bim Nation,
Yeah. Beam.
yeah man,
Yeah.
artist of the year,
to the
man.
chagrin of many.
Chagrin, why?
Oh, yeah, of course. Why? Supporters of or fans of Kim Promise are not so happy.
Why?
They felt this is sincere.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna compare, and this one, okay, me too, don't come for me, but really, you're gonna compare Fifth Dimension, the songs on that album,
Yeah.
the impact that Stone has had in the last year across the world, compared to Kim Promise.
If you are to engage netizens,
Ehon na de befa.
remember, and to tell you the song that went far.
Yeah, it's not song of the year.
No, I'm coming.
It's artist of the year.
Listen to me.
Okay.
the one that created a lot of buzz, TikTok banging, Instagram there, where else? All those things.
Oh, but you are talking about netizens, you should know.
Then it's King Promise.
That's why I said if a song of the year, you can make that argument. This artist of the year, which means your entire body of work.
I get you.
Uh-huh.
King Promise for the first time, unless that doesn't count. Third Asia, no Ghanaian artist has done that.
Somebody not go to UK and US.
Asia, my brother. I mentioned Asia, you are mentioning UK and US.
What is the difference? Is it not at all?
He did. King Promise did all those and then added Asia. That's the conversation we are having.
Okay.
You get the point.
So the Asia should win the artist of the year.
You are not getting me. I'm saying that unless that is not added, you right, then the supporters of King Promise have a reason to cry.
Even the Asia that he went to was this year. The review is for the work you done last year.
That's the point. That's why I said unless that doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Okay. No problem.
Maybe it can count on the next one, not this one.
No problem. We hear you. So, but that's what an awards night is all about.
Of course.
Some people being happy.
Divide opinions,
others
yes.
being sad. Trust me, I didn't give a hoot as to who won. You know that, right?
I knew you would segue to that conclusion. That is fine. So congrats to Stonebwoy.
Yes.
That is not to say that King Promise has not had an amazing year. He has.
It's been amazing.
He has.
It's been
and for
amazing
me, the closer and closer Mr. Newman is getting to becoming artist of the year, gives everybody, some excitement. Yeah. Kwame Eugene has come close. Yeah. Kiddy has won it. Yeah. Kiddy also had his own episode like this. Exactly. Lots of nominations, did not win. Yeah. And then the following, I think the year next to
Kwame Eugene won it. Yeah.
Yes, Kwame won it.
Yeah.
Kiddy also won it.
Yeah.
So all I'll say to King Promise is don't lose steam.
Oh yeah.
Keep pushing.
Yeah.
Increase the energy, the body of work. Yeah. Let it be deeper and better.
Yeah.
Next year it might just be your year. You never know. Yeah. You never know.
But while you guys were at that, we were also in Bolgatanga thrilling fans with a performance.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. The Shatter Movement people.
Yeah, man.
Also there.
Why not? Why can't we enjoy all?
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Why not?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So the support was the award from fans as against award from the industry.
The streets, man.
Yeah. And I've seen a post from I think Kwame Eugene, who is, I think, is not so happy.
I'll begin with the Daily Graphic. And the Daily Graphic banner headline, NHIS offers free dialysis for patients. Story here by Samuel Do Ablodepe. Says the National Health Insurance Scheme would, from this month, absorb the cost of dialysis for all patients of varying proportions, with the vulnerable group receiving free single. Okay, there had to be a qualification. Free single kind of care at the onset. So that's the announcement that's being given by the NHIS, is to offer free dialysis for patients. I'm sure it's for the consultation. I don't know if it will be for the treatments that will come every single week, because I know the cost there is quite a lot. It will be worth interrogating and worth going into.
Yeah.
Also, graphic recapitalization will be transparent. That's according to the Information Minister, Fatima Abubakar. Gamanche leads Homowo cleanup. Okay. And Assemblies of God unveils ethics code of conduct for pastors. Hey, what has occasioned this one? Because typically I know they have set ethics and code of conduct.
Maybe this time around it's going to be codified.
Or something has happened that's occasioned this.
Obviously, something always happens.
Brethren.
Yeah.
Brethren. Anyway, but good to know that these things are being done. It's important. Yeah. You know.
And they should also some of them have succession plans already.
Yeah.
The one-man churches, I think that's why they should pay their attention. So they should focus on getting a succession plan. Yeah.
I think they have a council that decides on their leadership. Those ones are different from the Those ones I mean, Assemblies of God is not one man church.
But you are not getting me. I'm not saying this in relation to Assemblies of God.
Okay.
I'm saying that
the other churches,
the other one-man churches, they should put together a succession plan.
So that when they go, the church will not collapse.
Yeah, no, we are always tired of reporting that one court case after the other, the wife is fighting the family. There's one church, one big church, when you go to Kasua, right after the toll booth. They're fighting. To the extent that when the pastor was hit by stroke, he came to church when he found his voice and then mentioned that people wish him dead and what have you and what have you. Eventually he died. Yeah. And whole lot of issues.
Yeah, so
that's the point.
All right, I'm done with the daily graphic, right? Chairman?
Okay, so let me give you the daily satellite then.
All right.
Government ready for Chinese investment in optimizing green mineral development. That's according to the lands minister, and keeping Ghana African funds in foreign
Wait,
banks.
what's the headline again?
Government ready for Chinese investment
Yes.
in optimizing green mineral development. That's according to the lands minister, and keeping Ghana African funds in foreign banks wrong. That's according to Amin Adam. Okay.
I find the Chinese angle for our greening development interesting.
Oh, but they've always given them gold, even though not that they ask for it, they like not that they ask calmly or respectfully. They came for it, and we've allowed them to come for it, right? So they are in there mining with locals, alluvia mining or whatever. Yeah. So if now they will come through the main door for the green one, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. So Ghana's finance minister, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, has kicked against African government investing significantly in foreign financial institutions using money earned from its most resource-rich sectors. Rather, he called for the establishment of regional funds to draw financial resources for infrastructure development to propel intra-Africa trade and help solve the recurring economic crisis on the continent. The minister, while indicating that the country had enough resources, bemoaned the rate at which many countries saved money in international financial institutions, depriving the continent of needed funds for development. He was speaking with the media on the margins of the just ended 2024 African Development Bank annual meetings in Nairobi, Kenya. Quote, some of our African countries are holding our reserves in international banks. Ghana's petroleum holding funds are invested in the U.S. bonds. Nigeria is keeping their oil money in foreign accounts. But why? He quizzed. We need to create regional funds so that beyond the African Development Fund and what we get from the international financial world, we also pull resources together to set up the regional funds, he said. Okay. I get the concern of Amin Adam, doctor, but trust me, if we had invested the funds, the oil money here, he, as finance minister, he would not have made that money. You know the attempts to get, especially the heritage fund,
Of course.
liquidated.
But see, there is a certain merit in the argument. It's only a question of where you're putting it. Certainly not in Ghana.
Certainly not in
But
Ghana.
if you look at economies that are doing well on the African continent, Egypt, Morocco, South Africa, even Kenya to some extent, Cote d'Ivoire, Tanzania. If there's a means by which we create economic buffers for ourselves and invest across the continent, it helps us rather than going across to the other side and saying, yours looks like the most stable and safe place to keep my money. So I'm keeping my money there. Imagine if the Bank of South Africa, right, holds bonds in the name of about 6-7 emerging African countries. It helps us. It helps us cumulatively. But when it's across, that the terms and conditions, some way. But it's all down to us and leadership and how we are creating buffers and stability for our economies.
It must not even be either or. See, if African countries, African governments want to pool resources for infrastructure development, for development in general, for progress, they will. They don't need to pull their monies from the Swiss bank. They don't need to pull their monies from the Bank of England to do that. The resources that are left for them, what are they doing with it?
Okay, but see, I will also say that the two can go hand in hand.
That's the point.
Where we are saying to ourselves, okay, we've got our money in these countries for quite a long time. And they use our money for all their business and cream all the benefits thereof. What's wrong if we redesign and say, okay, we're bringing everything down more? And then ensure stability for ourselves as well.
Let me tell you what the Gulf countries have done. They've not done either or.
That's Gulf.
I get you.
Okay.
Because many African countries equally have access to oil money.
Yes.
Right?
Nigeria
has had access to oil money for God knows how long. So the concern is that if Nigeria pulls its oil money from, say, Switzerland,
they could put it in the Gulf regions and still make their money.
People have sent their money to Europe and America, and then they've diversified, and it's working for them.
Anyway.
That's you can get it to work for you. There's always, you see, African leaders, see, they will use 3 coup d'etats And before you realize that money is gone. It's about stability.
And you see, in every coup d'etat, there are willing to.
Oh yes, of course.
Internally, that makes it a problem.
That's the thing.
You know.
Anyway, so let's see. At other headlines here, violence at Kasua EC office. How Kumsin's son, 3 others injured. And the EC's solution to this is that from today, party agents should not be allowed to monitor the vote transfers.
No,
Charlie,
wait. Before we even deal with EC, what's this? What's the background to the story? What happened?
That's how you win parliamentary elections. Get people who vote in a constituency that even if you sleep, they'll vote for your candidate to transfer their votes to where you need about 1,000, 2,000 per to win. That's it. So, for instance, Ayawaso Central has always been won by the MPP since IC quiz days, but it has a chunk of Ewe and Muslim population, right? So, and Ayawaso North, Ayawaso East, since their creation, always been won by NDC. What NDC needs to do is get about 2,000-3,000 people to transfer their vote to Ayawaso Central, and Henry Kote will no longer be an MP after December 7th. You get the point? This is a typical example of what these politicians are doing.
So in this instance, what happened?
So in this instance, they are resisting that. See, on what basis are you transferring your vote from constituency A to constituency B when there's no evidence that you live there, you have anybody who lives there?
Yeah.
So that's what has brought about the challenges, and then but the easy solution is that all of you go away. We will do the transfer ourselves. After that, we can give you copies of those who have transferred their votes. How can you tell us?
But wait, but why can't the agents monitor?
That's what the issue saying that they are fighting.
So why wouldn't there be provision of security enough that the agents can still be there and monitor the process?
Once again, the solution from the EC is the fact that, hey, you guys are fighting. Go away. Let's do our work. The reason why we need you to monitor is immaterial. Trust us that we are angels. We'll do right by you. After that, we'll give you the result. How? How can you run a system like this? Meanwhile, we are told that at the IPAC meeting, it was agreed that party agents should be allowed to monitor. So easy. Beef up security. How difficult is this?
That's it.
It's basic.
It's simple.
It's basic.
It's simple. But this relative of Hao Kumsin who injured, right?
You're told it's a son, yeah.
What happened to him? Beating up?
No, they said he was stabbed. Oh. Yeah. Serious stuff. For Ewutu Senior East, it's always been a hotspot, so it's not surprising. The security agencies must get the work done there. Provide security.
Okay.
And let's ensure that this exercise is monitored. Because many people will say that, oh, Charlie, peace, December 7, peace, December 7. That peace starts today.
Yes.
It started with a registration exercise. And we are here with a transfer. Finally, EC must ensure that they get enough security to get this done. Otherwise, trust me, the politicians will go there. Regardless of the narrative of the politicians will go there. And that will create another problem on its own.
Yeah.
We'll be here to report. No problem.
Okay. So that was the searchlight.
Nana Kweku Jabin II, retained as the legitimate chief of Wasa Ateiku after 8 years of legal battle, and John Tia Akologo laid to rest at his hometown. And Cocoa Board closes 2023-2024 main crop cocoa season. That is it for the satellite this morning.
The Daily Guide this morning. One stabbed in Kaswa NDC MPP clash. Also, Ghana AFDB signed $103 million grant agreement. After forcing Jakpa, applications frivolous. That's according to the Attorney General.
Yeah.
And Comeback supports development. Ochehne, I think, is making this call to all the
the prominent and affluent indigents who are doing
of the
wonders.
soil.
Yes, including the president.
Okay.
So say the president should
Come back and support
back.
development.
Yes.
Branabuti auto.
Yeah.
Yen yes we.
Yeah.
Mawomai.
Yeah.
Ochimai.
Ochimai. Yeah, hear mine say.
And then that's all almost hear man say.
That's almost hear man say. No, almost you money. And Nana say.
Kwame ni Busiadom.
Yeah, Kwame Kofi.
Akwesi upon all of them. Yes.
Kwame dance we champo Kofi.
Koye Juma. First kakra Kofi.
Bima.
Yeah, Yibima. We see you.
We see you.
We see you enjoy life in Accra. Go back to Chibi.
Yeah.
Go back to Achimai.
Bring the Jaguar.
Yeah, man.
And when you are going, park it there.
That's all.
As I say, what you use to Kakra.
Yakubi.
Yeah.
Kwame Dansua Champo.
Kofi.
All right, so I'm now the Daily Guide newspaper.
So the publisher this morning, the Ghanaian publisher, ambulance trial. AG tells court to dismiss accused persons' applications, and majority exposes minorities' hypocrisy. Otenhene woos elites to return home. Ghana ranked 5th best governed country in Africa. That's it for the Ghanaian publisher.
All right, the Chronicle newspaper this morning. Afenyo marking blows cover of NDC minority group. Also, religious tolerance is Ghana's trump card. Baumia tells the clergy in Ho. Ochene beckons subjects to come back home. Come back home.
Come back home.
Makwa mumrefie.
Brefie. No. Like if you are going with what are you going to do?
Oh, no, they are going with their energy and their efforts to help build.
It's not Noboa. It's not communal labor.
They will need it in some point.
No.
Oh, clearing the land, selling the land.
Did you read the headline?
Did
Did you see elite there?
Ochene beckon subjects.
No, that's the different
to
one.
come back home.
See, there's one that says elite. Okay, let me just give you that one.
Then
I read that one right now.
No, I haven't seen elite anyway.
Okay, here.
Please, the headline was simple. And that's the publisher, the
Yeah.
Ghanaian publisher.
Yeah. Watching any woos elites to return home.
Elites.
Yes.
So I'm sure there's a list.
Yeah, there should be.
list
There's
of
a
the-
register.
of the elites.
Yeah, so they will be mentioning them. So I beg.
So Kwame is elite.
Of course.
Yeah.
He
No
leads
doubt.
that pack.
No doubt about it.
Yes. In the communications industry.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, media
man.
and communications
That's
industry.
right.
He leads
That's
that
right.
pack.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
With
there's
with
Gabi.
the bit of security oomph too.
There's,
Yeah.
There's Gabi. So
Uh-huh.
I think Kwame will be behind
KD.
Sayo.
All right, I'm done. Chairman, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Hey, quotation for this morning.
Yeah.
Proverbs 16, verse 24. Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that's gracious words.
Gracious
Words, of course, matter.
Words of encouragement.
Yeah,
Words of positivity. Yeah.
words matter.
So the Daily Dispatch this morning, the Ghan ethnic group worried Mahama will move capital from Accra if elected president.
So is it the Gamanche or the Ganwulomo or Gamini?
He said the Ghan ethnic group.
The group, ethnic group.
Yes. Yeah, worried that capital will move from Accra.
But why are they worried?
So what if he goes to Pram? That's no Ghan.
Oh, Kumasi.
No. After what the former president has said,
Yeah.
he talks about the central district
Yes.
of Accra, right? That's not Greater Accra. That's not moving capital from Greater Accra. You get a point?
Yeah.
Greater Accra is a region.
But see, I think a lot of people have misread this thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember vividly, this was 2015, when there was a promise of the aerodrome in Pram.
Exactly.
Now, that came with a plan
Yeah.
of how the entire enclave changes,
Yeah.
the Dawa industrial area,
Yes.
all the industries from Tema all the way through to that side of town,
Yeah.
and how airports bring development to that side of town. Moves
Yeah.
some of the big companies that you find in the heart of Accra to the outskirts.
Yeah.
Then free up space in the national capital. I think that's a plan.
Which is still for the Ghan ethnic group.
Exactly.
I don't know where this story is coming from. Anyway, so parliamentary candidate pounds fufu for votes during campaign. The word landlord in Ghanaian parlance.
Landlord.
Landlord in Ghanaian parlance. Yeah.
You are a landlord, so yeah.
No, I'm not.
Hey.
A landlord is somebody who gives out space for rent.
So the duplex you have been giving out to people for
I
for
don't
Airbnb,
have
what the time?
duplex.
Hey,
I don't
stop
have
denying
one.
this thing. Oh.
See,
Why? Is it
here-
that Ghana people hide their wealth, so you are also hiding your wealth? We've just talked about KD being
Yeah,
elite,
you
going to
hide- you hide
Achimai.
what
You don't
you-
want to go to Kotokoli
No,
to
no.
go and do the needful, eh?
You hide what you have, right? How on earth will you hide what you don't have? That's the question.
Oh, dear Martin.
So I'm done with the daily dispatch. So it's
Okay.
your turn.
All right. Let's now bring you the custodian newspaper.
Okay. You have
Majority exposes NDC over tax waivers. That's a picture of Alex Apenyo Markin. Mahama unveils Okada policy again. All pupils to receive Ghana cards, Baumia. World Bank approves $250 million for Ghana. And Gamanche leads Homework cleanup drive in Accra. That's for the custody newspaper.
The Ghanaian Times this morning. Free dialysis session for persons below 18 and above 60, effective June to December 2024. That's according to the National Health Insurance Authority. Yes, so if you are above 60 and you are in need of dialysis, the NHIS will cater for that. If you are below 18 and you have kidney issues and you are in need of dialysis, your National Health Insurance card from June to December should be able to cater for it.
We need clarity on this. We do. Because there is the consultative care, and then there's what you have to go through, payment for the machine, the chemo that you do, all that. We need to get clarity on that. So that
this one is specific on dialysis.
Okay.
So if you need dialysis,
that's treatment. So the one that they pay 350 every I think session. Twice a week per session. It's now being absorbed.
Yes. If you are below 18.
Okay.
And if you are above 60.
Okay.
In between you are on your own.
From 18. It will be interesting to look at the metric for the numbers.
Yeah.
Those who are within the 18 to 60 brackets and those who are below and above that bracket.
A chunk of the numbers will be in between.
Okay.
Yeah. So
no problem.
Yeah, they are on their own.
Understood.
Yeah. All right. So Gamanche leads massive Homework cleanup campaign in Accra. Electricity goes up 3.45%, water 5.16% effective July 1st. And the PRC says depreciation of the city and then inflation is to blame for this. And prices of fuel. See, we here. No problem. We'll make do with whatever that has been given. But it's unconscionable though that we are struggling to have stable power supply.
Yeah.
Yet we've been asked to pay more effective July 1. No problem. We can't say we won't pay, but we are allowed to lament as we are doing.
Lamentations.
A book of lamentation. Yes.
So, okay, you finished. Then I'll check on the Ghanaian group story because that story is interesting.
Yeah. So, that's it for Ghanaian Times.
Okay. Let me just bring the gun story. Front page is Ghanaian group. The back page is residents of Accra. Okay. Okay. So Accra, Ghana's national capital, is poised to lose its status and glory. It represents the candidates of the NDC with election 2024. John Mahama has vowed to abandon the sprawling city and establish a new capital city in a different location. The former president, who made this emphatic statement when he met a select audience of Ghanaians in Accra, argued that Accra needs to be decongested and that the only way to do this is to move the national capital to a different location. The quote is given here. Now, I'm looking for the group and what they said. Okay. Many people living in Accra, especially Ghanaians, have expressed shock at the plan and find the reasoning for it difficult to accept. Quote, what this means is that Accra will not only lose its status as the national capital of Accra, but its glory as well. That's unacceptable, said Aiti, a Ghana gentleman for Bosu. Aiti. The next quote. So Mahama wants us Ghanaians to vote for him so that he can.
That's to come for now. But we read.
You wait, I'm coming. Said so Mahama wants us Ghanaians to vote for him so that he can change the capital city from Accra to a different place. We won't vote for him. Another person retorted.
Oh.
Another person.
So balance is having now.
Okay. Last one.
Yeah,
last one.
That's right.
This doesn't make sense. I wonder what the real intention behind this is. Maybe Mahama intends to relocate the capital to his hometown, Bole Bamboy, and opinion leader in Labadi, Accra, said Riley. Aite, find Aite.
Aite.
Opinion leader in Labadi.
Oh, but I didn't speak to any Uga woman. Oh, come on.
No. The story was called from Assassin Radio, by the way. So,
okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's okay.
So that's for that story.
Okay. So I beg the fire should not go to.
No.
The fire should not go to Uncle Ben.
See. Hey, headlines be brutal, I swear.
Brutal.
Front page, the Ghana ethnic group worried Mahama will move capital to Accra.
Yeah.
Back page,
Residents
residents
of
of
Accra.
Accra.
But there's
Boy.
Haiti in there. So Haiti takes one for the guns. Yeah, all you guys. Let's hear you this morning.
Hey,
Yeah.
Le Ghana,
Yeah.
everything le possible.
Yeah.
My car French money.
That's some good
Anyway.
Anyway, so Daily Post this morning. Ignore the EC. Continue to be at all their district offices. NDC instructs its agents. And Mahama comments. Okay, Mahama cements promise to legalize Okada business and laws to guarantee safety. How Kumsin's son allegedly stabbed in retaliatory act of violence. Gamanche leads charge in massive Formosa cleanup drive to revitalize Accra. That is it for the Daily Post this morning.
Okay. So the bit you mentioned about the NHIS, right?
Yeah.
So the scheme is absorbing cost of all 8 dialysis sessions per month for patients under 18 and above 60, which it has categorized as the vulnerable group for an initial period of 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's the indicator there.
Yeah.
The code of ethics one. Should I bring you that story, or you say
No problem.
they are sorted? So
Let's
they are
hear.
sorted. Okay. So the Assembly of God Church has launched 3 manuals on ministerial ethics, code of conduct, and etiquette for pastors and their spouses. Okay, it's not only the man,
Yeah.
the spouse too.
Yeah.
The manuals, which are novelties in the church history, comprise a 167-page book on the code of conduct and etiquette for pastors and their spouses, administrative procedures, and disciplinary code. They were unveiled during the 4th Executive Presbytery and Key Leaders Conference of the church held in Kumasi, the Ashanti regional capital, recently. The manuals are based on the biblical teachings on the proper behavior of church leaders, and they are to complement the constitution of the church in guiding its pastors towards leading proper Christian etiquette and behavior. The book has 55 ethical principles and guides. Some of the principles contained in the book are pulpit ethics and etiquette, monetary ethics and code of conduct, ethics of pastoral accountability, and ethics for church services and prayer meetings. Okay, it would be good to have a read of this, especially the one that covers the spouses.
Yeah.
And what will be expected of them. All right.
Oh yeah.
So that's the story
But
there.
I think it's understandable. The wives of the pastors and the men of God can either
Make or make you.
make the entire congregation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's good that when you demand some ethics from the men, you do same from their wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Meku penny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The Informer this morning, the 4th Industrial Revolution, Ghana can't miss out. Baumia. Boosting Okada business. Mahama promises electric motorbikes.
Okay.
At Forsen's ambulance trial, judge won't be swayed by public opinion. Lawyer. International Day of Nurses and Midwives. Serene Insurance marks day with UGMC. Or more cleanup exercise. Zoom Lion gives massive support.
Okay.
That is it for the Informer this morning.
The Herald newspaper, MTN's 15% 4G rollout in 10 years revealed. Government's 5G strategy sparks debate amid company selective deployment. Also, Justice Kulendi faces subpoena in Damas coaching business. And Mahama pokes Akufo-Addo over one Okada rider, one car fiasco. Tolls needed to fund road infrastructure, says Baumia on voter region campaign. And controversial British ambassador to Ghana sacked for pointing gun at staff. That's John Benjamin.
John Benjamin.
Yeah. That's for the Herald newspaper.
Yeah. And I've heard many say he had it coming. Had it coming like what? Of course, he's been fired because of his misconduct.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that when he was here and he was speaking and he was all over the place, the monarch found his conduct also as
Acceptable.
unacceptable. If they found it unacceptable, they would have sacked him here. Yeah, but here he's pointed a gun at somebody and then he's been fired.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Daily Statesman this morning, Ochenhene charges the privilege to support their roots. You see, so it's not just in the Korea where
The privilege.
yeah, the privilege. There's a
And there are skills, there are tiers to it.
exactly.
Tier 1, under $1 million. Tier 2, under $10 million. Tier 3, under $100 million.
Okay, so no, so
Oh, that's just me
you
saying it. No,
reversed
no, no. No, this is just me. Huh?
But you reverse it.
I said
It's
under.
tier 1.
Under $1 million.
No. It should that tier 1 should be like billions. Tier
no.
1. You get it? That should be like billions.
Okay.
And then you come down, and then by the time you get to Apart from Kwame, which team do I know?
Oh, you know plenty. You just don't know they are.
Yeah, Tutua in our newsroom is from there. Yes. So by the time they get to the Tutua, then that's Agronegu.
Okay.
Anyway. So the other headlines here: 52 million Ghana cedis for student loans. Nooks commends government for release.
Somebody says the good sorry.
No.
The quick man of Galan will speak on the matter.
Yes. And we are waiting for her.
Hey, Charlie. Boy, oh boy.
Because you can't just be speaking on behalf of guns like that. Anyway. So 52 million Ghana.
Oh, I get it. The queen. Okay,
yeah,
the queen. Yes. Our own queen. Yeah.
Yeah. So 52 million Ghana cedis for student loans. Nooks commends government for release. So government has released 52 million Ghana cedis for student loans. Okay. But this is not the scholarship one, right? This one is for students who have applied for loans in tertiary institutions. Let's follow up with that of the Ghanaian students abroad who are on scholarship. They applied. It's quite precarious. Let's attend to their needs. Free dialysis for vulnerable groups. Homo cleanup campaign underway. That is it for the Daily Statesman this morning.
The Ghanaian Observer. Government news applauds as government released 52 million cedis to settle student loan teacher training allowances. All right. NHI announces free dialysis coverage policy begins this month. Baumia shakes OT region. Government Gamanche embark on massive homo cleanup. That's for the Ghanaian Observer.
Yeah, I'm done.
The Inside newspaper, GMO will collapse Ghana's economy. Soya Value Chain Association warns government. Akufo-Addo running most corrupt government since 92. Ex-director, Ghana School of Law, is saying so. Nungwa chiefs indigenes carry maize from Oyibi to Nungwa on foot to mark Pelejo Festival. And the controversial development of Adan Songo Lagoon, investment or invasion. That's the headline here for the Insight newspaper. Okay. Let me take you online now to starfm.com.gh. These are the headlines you find there when you make that visit this morning. Abigail and Afronita secure third place in Britain's Got Talent. We will resist any attempt to rig election 2024. Mahama. Police arrest 3 persons for possession of firearm at Ofanko. Central Region, Howard Kumson's son allegedly stabbed at a registration center. And family demands head of a suspected baby thief. Samatex secures historic first Ghana Premier League title in a dramatic fashion. Okay. All right. And then YOLO shines at US 8 Creative Bridges Youth Conference in the US. All right. Okay. So that should do it. In essence. Okay, wait. Hang on. I've got the news in the newsroom as well. Before I wrap it up for the newsroom this morning. Okay, see newsroom. We'll resist attempts to rig December polls. Mahama. Gamanche slams government over corruption. Questions priorities of political class. Yeah.
He's not concerned about the capital being moved.
Oh wait. You want that story? Or you don't want the story?
I mean, like, he didn't hear what the Ghana ethnic group is saying.
Maybe it's all inside. You never know. Hang on. Okay. So it says, it beats my mind how someone who says they love this country so much could start so much money in their room. Corruption is everywhere. I believe that the government must find a way to stamp its authority on corruption. Hey! Okay. He says, I could have used all that money. Okay, so he knows that the Gamanche Foundation. So this is an interview that he granted to Fred Doho or City. Okay. Says, I could have used all that money to live in luxury, buy a V8 or do whatever, but I'm interested in the welfare of my people. That was on the question of why he set up the foundation, donating thousands of starter packs to school children to enhance education in Accra. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so yeah, that's the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I didn't see the this thing inside.
No problem.
No. The capital matter. No,
that's from the Accra ethnic group.
Yeah. No, this is from the government. Hey, Le Ghana. Everything possibly. Kwe. Charlie. No, but you got to hand it to dispatch, man, this morning.
No, I beg. Don't. No. It was killed from Asasuri.
Yes, but I'm just saying.
So Uncle Ben is innocent.
I'm not talking about Uncle Ben. I'm just saying.
Okay.
The front page says the Ga ethnic group worried Mahama will move capital from Accra if elected president.
Yeah.
That's front page. Where the story is, back page.
Yeah.
Residents of Accra.
Yeah.
Now, residents of Accra could be Gas,
Kotokolis. Yes.
Fantis.
FS.
All over the place.
Yeah. But then there's me, Haiti.
So the names of those. So there were 3 codes.
Yeah.
One is from Haiti.
Yeah.
Haiti clearly. You can't
Of
be.
course.
You can't be Kotokoli and be called Haiti.
No.
The second one is an opinion leader. No name.
But he was speaking
In
of
Labadi.
Once you live in
But
Labadi,
why?
you are a Ga.
It's possible that.
No. Once you live in Labadi, you see, they will not sell you land. They will not give you any room to rent if you are not Ga.
It
Labadi,
could be
this
at the least opinion
guy
leader.
was speaking for Mami. Labadi, Mami.
No. This could be at the least opinion leader in Labadi.
Or this could be a minister. A minister of the government speaking.
Haiti.
And the ministers are opinion leaders.
Hey, Charlie. This country.
Boy.
Boy. You know, few vex, so you never go few vex.
Yeah, somewhere.
Just like that. Anyway. Okay, so that should do it this morning for our news review, brought to you in association with Bill's Microcredit Financing Your Needs and starfm.com.gh. Yes. And that is your trusted breaking news up in Ghana and abroad. We'll go for a short break now. When we return, we'll bring you what's going to happen in the courts today. We'll bring you First Check. We've got a special for you later this morning. It's a big surprise. You don't want to miss it. We're back after the break right here on the Morning Star.